Hey guys, it's me Ty here coming from Da Nang, Vietnam, and I rented my first scooter or motorbike, whatever you want to call them, here, and everything's going good. This one here is a Giorno. It's missing the eye, and I was really worried this was going to be some cheap Chinese one where the carburetors don't start worth a darn right, brand new from the factory. But the rental place said that this is actually a Japanese bike, and it's really strong for being a 50cc. And I'm going to show you guys how to operate it, and also just all the options on it here. So I'll just do the quick walk around on it first here. So it's got signal light here, signal light there, and then your tail light or brake light. And then you check the engine oil here. You just twist it and then you can pull it out. And that is also where you add it. And you do not have to add coolant to this engine. This is an air-cooled engine. That's the reason it has the little turbine there. And then this is the foot peg for the passenger. You press the button here and it will pop out. I hold it in, press, hold it, and there it came out. Then press it in, and it clicks back in. And then this also does have a stand on the bottom where you actually step on the stand and hold your weight on it, and you roll the bike backwards, and it'll stand strapping down on it. But you don't really need that. It's got a kickstand like a normal pedal bike on the other side. And it's just been me on it, you guys, so I haven't had to take any passengers. But they do make scooters like this that are 125cc. They'd be more for 2 passengers. And then the ignition here, lock. I think that would lock the handlebars, but I'm not sure here. So it's an off right now, as you guys can see right there. And you turn to on, and then you have to hold the brake pedal after you have the key turned on, and just hold on to it, and then press the start button here. And because the engine will not crank unless you have that left-hand brake pedal held. And then this here is it's like a kill switch. It doesn't work though. And then this here is your headlights. Turn them on, and they're on. And in the middle position here is just the park lights, or it's just the headlight all by itself, no other lights. And then here it's off. And then here on the other side we have your horn, because here in Vietnam, whenever you are passing anybody, even within your lane, people are always kind of sliding around in lane. Yeah. People are sliding around the lane, so you've got to go ahead and honk the horn so that they're aware that you're there. And then this here is your signal lights. You just press it over for left-hand signal light, and then after you've made your turn, you press the button and it'll disengage the signal light. And then when we turn right, just slide the whole main assembly over. And now we're signaling to the right. And then when you are done, when you already made your turn, you will just press the button in the middle. And then this here is your high and low beam here. So here we're on low beam, and that's high beam. And then we have 2 brake pedals. I'm not sure which is which. I believe this is the front one, and then this one is the back one. So, and then you got your speedometer up here. I'm not sure how fast this one goes because this is a 2018, so really it's not that old. But the speedometer doesn't work; it just stays on 0, and also the odometer just stays on 0. So I have no idea how many kilometers I'm going, other than when I use Google Maps. But my high beam indicator works on this, and then the left and right turn signals, and then the gas tank gauge works really good. So thank God, because I see so many people pushing their bikes around. We got our mirrors, and to adjust them, you just go ahead and grab onto the glass and move it wherever you want it. The same with that one there. And then we do have a handle, or a holder in the front. That's where I leave my cell phone for Google, so I can grab it for Google Maps. They have pretty little tires on them, so this is just 50cc. It's starting to come off on it, but and then you have your 2 signal lights up here, that one and then that one. yeah, this one here, when I got the bike here, where I'm renting it, it is, it looks like they JB welded it on, somebody must have hit it, something there. And I like that it's got the floorboard, you got plenty of room to put your groceries between your feet there. And then this one here was stuck in, I had the rental place go and get it out, but then after that it pops out and it's right in the way of my kickstand. So this is what I always use, I just use the kickstand rather than that big stand in the middle. And then this bike here, you guys can see right there, on most bikes like the Honda today in Thailand, those scooters like this, they have a Kickstarter on them. And that's in case your starter goes out, because the Honda today, even though they're a really great bike, they're notorious for the starters failing on them. So, but I talked to the owner of this one here, and he told me with this being such a new bike that they opted not to get the Kickstarter with it. So even though you could just slide one right on there. And then it says FI, which is good. So I'm guessing that this is actually a fuel injected engine rather than having a carburetor on it, because I hate carburetors. They never want to start with the arm. And this bike here, when you want to start it, you do have to give it a little bit of throttle. And then to use the actual throttle, you guys, you twist it. Twist it back, and that'll give you RPMs here. And then to get underneath the seat here and fuel it up, put your key in this slot here. And you can lift it up. And here's where you add your gasoline. And this one here, I believe it holds 4 liters. And I only run it down to half a tank, because you never know if you're going to be out in the boondocks or wherever, however far out on the highway. And then but this bike here, I can go at least 17 miles easily on a half a tank of gas. So, and then I can get my big 1.5 liter water bottle in there. And then it also came with a rain jacket. This isn't the one that came with it. The old owners had a button up one. Well, I guess they're still the owners, the rental place or whatever. But when you're going down the highway, all the rain blows right between your buttons and just soaks you. So I went and paid $2 at one of the little convenience stores here and got a full pullover rain jacket. And it works really good. But as for storage capacity in here, you guys, it's actually got quite a bit here. I bet I could keep my helmet in there. Not a full-size tall one, but one of these little ones with the visor on it that you see in Vietnam for all the years. So, and as for the depth of it, you guys can see here, it is up to about the top of my wrist here for the deepest part of it, for the depth. And then to lock the seat in place, you do not press on the back, because I was having a little bit of trouble with it. The owner told me you press right here, and that's where the clamp is to lock it, and it works really good. Press right there, and here to click. So, and then for how loud the engine is, I'll go ahead and put the key in for you guys. Turned it on, so there we're off, you guys. You can pull the key out. Just go ahead and twist it to the right. We're in the on position. Now we'll hold the brake. And then to move, you don't have to shift this thing gear. It's an automatic. It's got a centrifugal clutch in it, just like a snowmobile. So you just go ahead and twist it more here, and the more you twist it, then the machine will finally start moving. It off now. Yeah, and so yeah, I'm way up. Let's see here. Put my key back on here. I went up to the big statue above Da Nang on the bay, and it's way out of town here. and I drove past there, and I drove all the way to a dead end, and then I drove all the way down to the town of Hoi An, the ancient city. I got to the newer one that's right on the ocean. So just from Da Nang to there is 17 miles. And like I said, I went way out here in the country before that, and then ran all the way back to Da Nang. So I put in 50 Vietnamese Dawn worth of gas. And 1 liter of gas is 21 Dawn is what that is. So, and I was on the half because I don't like to run it anything below half, you guys. So yeah, it was cheap as heck. It cost me $2 to fill this thing up after going to Hoi An and skirting around like that. So yeah, and that was, yeah, I started out riding right away in the morning, and I did eat for maybe a half an hour, and I filled up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So a half a day of driving on this machine only costs you $2 to drive this thing. And then you guys should hear how cheap I got this thing too. Here in Da Nang, Vietnam, the going rate for any motorbike is 100,000 Vietnamese Dawn for the day, which is $4. And then if you get like a really brand new bike, like the Vision, which I don't see any of them up here right now, but they look a lot like